All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're talking about something huge, something that a lot of people are calling the next great leap in AI. We're moving way beyond just smarter chatbots. We're talking about AI that can actually do things for you.
So think about the AI you use right now. You ask it a question, it spits back an answer. Super helpful, for sure. But it's still pretty much a one-way street, right? You're the one who has to take that information and then go do something with it. But what if all of that is about to completely flip on its head? Well, say hello to the future. AI agents. Here's the critical difference, the big idea. An agent doesn't just respond to you, it executes for you. It's AI that's specifically designed to carry out complex actions all on its own, learning as it goes. This is a whole new ballgame, and it changes everything we should expect from AI.
And look, this isn't just some pet project from one company. The push towards AI agents is a full-blown revolution across the entire industry. And it is happening right now. We're talking about a fundamental shift from AI is just an information tool to an AI that's a tool for action.
Okay, here's a really simple way to wrap your head around this. Your current AI chatbot, it's like having a brilliant but kind of helpless junior researcher. It can find anything you ask for, but you still have to manage every single step of the process. The AI agent, though, that's your project manager. You just give it a high-level goal, and it handles the entire project start to finish. So you'd think, in a race this big, you know who'd be in the lead, right? The usual suspects, the giants of the industry. But get this, a major challenger has come out of China, a real underdog that's already shown it can throw punches with the very best of them.
And that underdog is a company called DeepSeek. This startup, based in Hangzhou, released its R1 platform earlier this year and basically came out of nowhere and just completely blindsided the entire industry. The shockwaves are still being felt.
I mean, the R1 platform was a total shock to the system. While the big industry giants are working with these massive, eye-watering budgets, DeepSeek built its platform for what's been reported as just a few $1 million. That's insane. And yet it managed to match or even beat top products from the major players on key benchmarks. It was a genuine David versus Goliath moment. And believe me, that's not an exaggeration. The release of R1 sent actual shockwaves through the AI world. It was proof that a smaller, hungrier team could actually take on the biggest names in tech, and it forced everyone to kind of sit back and rethink what was even possible. Okay, so that brings us right back to today. Because DeepSeek isn't just sitting on its laurels. It has jumped headfirst into what is probably the highest stakes competition in tech right now, the race to build the first great AI agent. And just look at this lineup. It is absolutely stacked. You've got the American pioneers, OpenAI, Anthropic, Microsoft, and then you've got the Chinese titans like Alibaba and Tencent. Basically, everyone who's anyone in AI sees where this is going, and nobody wants to get left in the dust. So why the big rush? Why does this race matter so much? Well, it's not just about cool new tech. You've got financial powerhouses like Goldman Sachs pointing out that AI agents are the next major landmark for boosting business productivity. This isn't just about bragging rights. This is a race with massive, massive economic implications. Okay, so let's bring this down to earth. What does all this actually mean for you? Let's take it out of the corporate boardroom for a second. Like, what will one of these new AI agents actually be able to do for you in your day-to-day life? Let's take a classic example, planning a vacation. Instead of you spending hours and hours on a dozen different websites, imagine you just give your AI a simple goal: plan my trip to Italy. The agent just takes over from there. It researches the flights, it finds the hotels, it looks up activities, it analyzes all the options based on your personal budget and preferences, and then, and this is the absolute game changer, it executes. It books everything and just hands you a finished itinerary. Done. And, a trip to Italy, that's really just scratching the surface. The end game here for DeepSeek and for everyone else is to build AI systems that are more and more autonomous, systems that can act in the real world with very little or even no human handholding. So, okay, the stakes are incredibly high. DeepSeek made this huge splash with R1, so naturally, everyone's been watching them wondering, what's next? What's the next move? And for a while now, the answer has been pretty much nothing. Crickets. While all its rivals in the US and in China were rolling out new models and updates left and right, DeepSeek just went radio silent. The rumor mill started churning. Were there delays, glitches? Was the founder just a perfectionist who wanted to get the next version, R2, absolutely perfect? But it turns out the silence is over. New reports are saying that behind the scenes, DeepSeek has been shifting its entire focus to building its own incredibly powerful new AI agent software. The underdog is officially getting back in the ring. And now we have a timeline. The team is reportedly pushing like crazy to get this new software ready to unveil in the final quarter of 2025. Mark your calendars, because the underdog is getting ready for round 2. And all of this sets up the billion-dollar question. This race for AI agents, it's not just about technology. It's global. So as DeepSeek gears up for its next big play, the whole world is basically holding its breath, waiting to see, is the next great leap in AI going to come from America or from China?